Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Entering team ready. Advanced settings and our adult Valjahar spreads West Coast selected. Edit uniform. Advanced settings submenu. Entering advanced settings screen. Edit uniforms. Entering edit lamp. Pan ready. Altern advanced west current. Entering edit uniform. Color rush alternate jersey select. Color rush jerseys. Edit Color rush alternate pants selected. Nike 75th. Color rush socks selected. Color rush alternate socks. 19 Nike Color rush alternate pants selected. 75th anniversary pants. 1980s pants selected. Nike pants selected. Nike alternate pants. Color rush alternate pants. 2000s. Color rush socks selected. Color rush socks selected. Shoes option is set to white primary shoes. Socks option. Pants. Nike alternate pant. Color 1980s pants selected. Socks. White black primary shoes. Black shoes selected. Socks option. Ready.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Mike 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. SOS. Check
This is Freeman on first and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Zebra. Mike 50. Hey, they're scared. Mike 50. You don't want this. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I'm coming.
Wilson going to throw again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate?
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Kill. I got you.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 13. Deuce. Rush in. I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Kill. Switch. Hey, alert 3.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On second down now, it's Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Defense wins championships, baby.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Check three. Jump.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. This is Coleman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Coleman now. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go. 180!
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Lockett. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a gain of 34. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Freeman again, a first down carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He goes underneath to Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Touch 50, touch 50. Gun.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Check. Lucky. Go 14. Good guys, 4 down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Slam.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Brings up second and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
11.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Two.
He's checking.
Lock.
On the draw play, Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Oh, you got deep? A little flare. Kill. Check 52.
On second down, a run with Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming. Go 14.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Wilson gets it off to Freeman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now it's Wilson being chased out left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here we go. 180! 55, divide. All right. Here we go. Hey, gun. Get hot.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
11.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Check. 11. I got you.
Now Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go. 180! 55. That's the pass. Check. 11. Check.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 4. Check the hot read. Hey, alert. 21. 5. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check three, check three. Hey, check right. Watching your phone. 12.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Like 20. Mike, 55. Check. One, Omaha. I got you, son. He's coming.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's go special. Let's get off. Minus 50. Watch the curl.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
Here we go.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They run again with Breida, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
He's not going to get me. Hey, watch it.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Easy. Check. He's crashing. Good job right there.
Freeman again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Ready? 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Hey, look. Left. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Throwing now is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
14, got it. One left. Check.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Wilson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Wilson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
You must be dreaming. 14.
They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Check hot route. Hot.
Again, Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's third and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. There's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guy.
Entering pause screen. Resume. Entering attention pop-up. Your peer has conceded the game.